Let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about Watermelon Felon? How's that one strike you?
You serious?
Yeah, I'm putting up the 75,000 for the kids' appeal. So yeah.
Yeah, I was just watching a video on that when you called.
Yeah. I'm putting it. They need 150, but I'm putting up 75. But I'm trying to raise $1 million. This kid.
Send me the links when you got it.
I will. So I'm finna set up an interview with with the dad and say Cheese TV at a black church with a black pastor who I'm trust, and this will be the mom and dad first time talking. Let me.
Okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about Watermelon Felon? How's that one strike now? Charleston White? You think you're funny? We'll see who's laughing. Individuals.
Oh,
she a jigga bop. Tonight I'm trying to chicken bop. You know it's up, I'm really on my top. I'm on my top, say DJ, running from the top. Turn it up a notch.
Hey, if you woke up this morning, you blessed. Always remember that. You too, what it is, what it do, what it be like. Welcome back to What the Hell It News, where everything we react to, you gonna be like, what the hell it? Nah, man, we got action, seems like, man, and this video is gonna cause some friction, some chaos. You feel me? It's gonna get some people in their feelings. Now, we got the father of Austin Metcalf, and he responded, bro. And he took some jabs at the Anthony family, the father, the mother, even Karmelo himself. He even made some remarks about Charleston White as well. And he don't like the way how Charleston White been talking about his family and things like that. And other people who has been, he feel, taunting him and his family and just speaking on the situation at hand. Now, we got a clip of that, and we got a clip of Charleston White talking about this whole thing as well. And he felt like the black community kind of ruined this whole case, like they made it a racial thing. And he felt like it's the reason why it went how it went, you know. Now, to be honest, I kind of get it. Anything dealing with white and black, people just gonna make it a racial thing. Do I feel like Austin and his brother racist or whatever? No. They have black friends. They go to school with black kids. So it wasn't never no racial thing. But you always got to keep in mind this is America, and anything dealing with white and black, it just is what it is. We know the court system, it don't play fair when it come to black people. And it just is what it is, you know, no matter how you look at it. But man, look, we're gonna dive into these clips. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, rocking with your boy. Y'all know what to do, man. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on all post notifications so when I drop, you can get that thing. And hype this thing up for your boy, man. Hey, let's get it.
Let's say this. Black people hurt this family. Black people showed up in the beginning when this kid first committed the crime. It was 2 or 3 weeks had passed before black people found out, because black people didn't care when they thought it was just 2 kids who had committed a murder. They was worried about the rapper and his baby being killed, so they ignored Karmelo and Austin Metcalf. I made a post when it happened and said, hey, a black kid killed. The family needed criminal attorneys. They showed up with civil rights leaders and civil rights lawyers. Why? They planned for the big payday. So the white folk froze the money. Guess what these niggas did? They went and got 2 white boy lawyers to help them get the money. And then the white boy lawyers kept the money. The family never got the money.
Tale as old as time.
The family never got to touch the money.
That's like if you facing a murder charge, you don't go get a fucking random attorney. You get the baddest motherfucker that deals with capital murder cases, right?
I didn't even tell you. I hired the dad and my road manager last year. Because they...
Yeah, you did. I remember. Remember?
Yeah, oh, I did tell you. I was just...
It didn't last,
I was
remember?
just giving him money, man. So, man, I was just giving him money. But he couldn't be on the road with me because they was threatening his family. So he had to go back home and protect his family. I bought his son a car.
Remember, I was like, he ain't gonna know what to do. And you was like, I want to make sure he eats. So we rolled with it. I think he came out to like maybe 1 or 2 dates.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. He couldn't do it because he had to get back home.
Oh.
I knew you were hurt yesterday. I heard it in your voice. And I like to think I know you very well. And I've never heard you speechless. So yesterday, talking to me, you were speechless. And you just couldn't find the words, so I knew you were hurt.
I've been lying to that kid for a whole year straight, every day, sending him prayers, talking about how good God is. I've been lying like a motherfucker, like I really know God. I've been talking that fake talk to a kid, nigga, as if, man, so I can only imagine what's in his head. So that God talk is bullshit to me, nigga. Nigga, God, man, ain't no God for black people. We ain't got no God, man. We can't. White people can do to us whatever they want to. They can go back to raping our women, and an all-white jury will say, hey, she asked for it.
They'll say that black bitch shouldn't have dressed like that.
I looked at kid. When I saw an all-white jury, I called that kid's dad, and I said, you can't make me believe them white people gonna be cold. You can't make me believe 12 white people hearts is all cold.
That's what it was for me. When I seen that there wasn't a black person on jury, I knew then what we would already be going through. I
didn't believe those white people would do that. Why? Because I believe God touches white people. I believe God touches white people's hearts. I thought white people had a connection with God, and some school teacher on the jury would know that this kid's past cannot even line up to what we see. But what I know white people did, they wouldn't let the element of fear come into the trial. Why? They wouldn't let no children talk about how menacing Austin and Hunter was. These two children, they were white boys, like a King Von at the schools. They was notorious bullies. That's why the kid never stood up to him. They was afraid of him. He stayed sitting down, a sign of submission and a sign of being subservient. He never stood up to the white man. He stayed sitting down in fear. See, them white boys had got suspended a week earlier. That's why the reports say Karmelo got suspended and he wasn't supposed to be under the tent. Karmelo's mom produced a picture in trial when Karmelo was up under the same tent with the same students just a week prior. You know why Austin and Metcalf wasn't in the picture? Because they were suspended. They were the ones suspended. So when they showed up, they saw a kid that they hadn't seen up under the tent. And they went to bullying. This wasn't about racism.
It was like fresh blood to them.
Man, he's a new black kid, for one. He's quiet, he stand out, and he's with another mixed black kid. A mulatto. They made the mulatto boy change his statement. So, man, I'm putting up $75,000, man. Man, white people can't be that cold. I don't believe
and that's why I tell you, I know they are. Like, people don't believe, man, the white people in entertainment are the most brutal, dog. And I deal with them every day.
Yeah.
I lunch with them, I see them, and I know they don't give a shit about their own family, their own mom. So I know how brutal they are.
White folks have a history and a track record of covering up the truth. We know that by historical accounts. But I wouldn't believe, I couldn't believe, homie, that white people, I used to have a saying, I used to make a joke. When I go outside and it's really cold, I say, nigga, it's colder than an all-white jury out here. And I heard a nigga say one time, nigga, it got to be cold in the motherfucker because all-white jury is heartless. And I said, nigga, it ain't a heart. I said, this is what I told a nigga. I said, it ain't a heart in a man or woman's body that God can't penetrate. And I'm starting to believe what Malcolm X used to preach, that white people are devils. Because devils...
They are.
Man, listen.
Just think about it, dog.
They got to be, homie. They got to be.
Every place they touch, they rape and pillage. And
man, they got to be devils, homie.
85% of whatever land they land on.
Yeah. Well, this is what, hey, they seem to lack compassion. White people seem to lack real human compassion. That's why they have so much love for animals. White people have love for animals. They don't have love for humans. They tolerate humans, but they love dogs. White people won't let a black baby kiss it in the mouth, but they'll let a stray dog lick it.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to think white people don't have a real human connection for them to sit and look at a kid who have no history. What they did was, I put my homeboy is the judge. The DA is my best friend. The victim's dad is my classmate, high school drinking buddy. This was a buddy system.
Yeah.
But just think about
a good old buddy system.
So Karmelo Anthony, this is a modern day Emmett Till kind of situation.
Yeah. I bet you their families go back generations, not just these guys.
They all went to the same church. They all went to the same church, including the Karmelo Anthony family. All of them used to go to the same church. This is why I don't go to white churches. This is why I won't never sit under a white pastor. Because white people only love God when it's convenient out of white guilt. Yeah. They vote with a racist heart. So let me just say this. That black kid, from every step of this whole process, saw white faces like the nigga used to do when he got lynched and hung. He never saw black faces. And I'm saying, God, but they were in the beginning. This is what they wouldn't let come out in court. Every police officer that was there to arrest that kid, every school teacher that was there, they cried with the Austin family, but they said just as equal tears for Karmelo because they know he a good kid. Man, even the police was crying. The police was crying, talking to the daddy, and said, man, the police even told the daddy, get him a lawyer because this is the kids you fight for. They know, homie. But white people, they allegiance to their color. Black people don't have an allegiance to color. Only white people do. That's why color only matters to them, and no other group of people in the world worries about color. Butter, pink toe, peckerwood. That's why when I get mad at white people, I brag about the death I stood over and watched. I got that in my heart. So I don't ever have to go hateful. I got a recollection of what white people look like when they dying in fear too. And I stood over that white man with no remorse, and we laughed at that cracker as he died. Later on that night, I had remorse for him because I never forgot the fear I seen in his eyes. White people don't understand number of blood spilled. That white man seemed like a good white man laying there dead. Because that's what I heard as a kid. The only kind of white man is a dead white man. That's the only kind of good white man is a dead white man. White men say, listen, man, America watched a Chinese man and his son chase down a black baby. A black baby running, and they killed him, and the same kind of jury said not guilty.
They didn't even deliberate that long.
Man, listen, the trial went too quick. But let me just say this. I've been telling black people for a whole year about this trial. Black people are just now starting to post about it. That's how they got us. White people have been preparing for it since it happened. They already had the jury set up. They already had the judge set up. They already had it set up. We just now starting to talk about it. But I've called every black media outlet and told them. I've been reaching out to every black media outlet to try to talk about the Karmelo kid. They ignored me. I reached out to every black celebrity, Kanye West, QCP. I reached out to every black celebrity. I reached out to every black celebrity that you can think of. None of them came to their aid. None of them. T.I., Boosie, none of them. But guess what? When I reached out to Vlad TV came to the black folks' aid. But you know what I said? I can't let Vlad have this one. I can't let Vlad have this one. No blacks, no media, big banks, big facts, nobody would give aid to the family of my nigga. I begged these niggas. Man, I got Corey Gamble's number. I got Kanye West. They all ignored this family. So I don't hear nothing from nobody, nigga. I reached out. It's been a whole year. And I did it right. I didn't come to the internet. I did it in secret and in silence so wouldn't nobody think I was doing this for clout. They ignored this family. Anton Daniels. I've been reaching out, man. Because I didn't want to care. I didn't want to care, my nigga.
They failed.
Nigga, we all failed him. Because we have to be cowards if we all feel how we feeling now and nobody's dead. We have to tap into our coward side of our nature so we can be fathers in this white man's world. Yeah. We have to submit to the nature that God gave us to self-preserve. We will not sacrifice nothing for our race. So we have. So I'm saying, why would I be the one to do it? I get the money. I've always learned that the only way to beat the white man is with his law. Those two white lawyers sat up for 2 days and let them pick a white jury. We could have had a mistrial on the second day. But there's no record. There's no record of these judges. But guess who brought them white lawyers to the family? A black civil rights community activist that they love. And the black civil rights community activist that they love got child abuse allegations in his background. So white folks assassinated him when he started talking. That's what made me turn against the family and go join them white people. I saw they got a criminal situation with these civil rights lawyers. You need killers in this situation. You need niggas with military background and stand next to the family that'll shoot a white man or a white baby or a white lady for this family. They let the daddy show up at the press conference with his gun. Could have killed all them niggas. Because they civil rights leaders. You need soldiers when white boys strike like this here. And then you put your lawyer out there. The only way you can beat him with his law. For one, let's move it out this county. They tricked the daddy into keeping it in that county. Let's move it out the county. You're not going to get a fair trial here. Why? They tainted the jury when they put the video at the school and let them see it at the school. They tainted the jury. Why? That's where your jury selection comes from. School, teacher, preacher, the voting people. They tainted the jury last year. While black people's online, they put the video out to taint the jury. That's easy mistrial. They tainted the jury first. Then they... The daddy had never been in trouble. The daddy has never been in trouble with the law. What black parent know what to do and their kid ain't never been in trouble? Just been a good kid. How do you know what to do when your kid been good? They didn't know what to do, so they trusted the black faces that showed up. Dominique Alexander, man, I hate that hoe ass nigga. Benjamin Crump, I hate them hoe ass niggas. Lee Merritt, I hate them hoe ass niggas. All them niggas get in front of that camera, they playing for the money. That's why you hear white people say, what happened to the money? The niggas didn't get it. The niggas brought the white boy to them so they can get a percentage. They do this in every police shooting. That's why you never seen Lee Merritt in a court. You never seen Benjamin Crump in court. Them niggas talk from a pulpit in a microphone like a pimp and a preacher.
I agree.
So man,
when I seen you got your page back, all day yesterday I was thinking
they did that intentionally. They did that intentionally. They took my page before the verdict. Because why? That first video I made went viral over every major social media platform. Then they deleted my account. And guess they put a restriction on my account that guarantees Metaverse never gives it back to me. They said I had been using my account for prostitution and solicitation, sex trafficking. They took it off of me. They stripped me. When we
crazy, you got bitches stripping all day.
Man, that's strategically done. But if I didn't have a Jew, white people did that. Sarah Fields, they're white Twitter is way more hateful and mean and powerful. White Twitter is a man, it's a man. So that video had went viral. Man, I can cause a riot with this voice, and they know that. If they nigga, and they know I'm willing to die behind this shit. My medical records say I'm homicidal and suicidal when I go to talking like this when I get mad at white folks. Cause I do it. And I can rally up 10 more niggas to die with me. But I ain't suicidal or homicidal. I'm just talking when I get mad. But nigga, if they press the button, we can go there. So I'm saying, let's beat them with law. I just hung up on my mama's face. My mama said, son, just watch mama. I ain't walking with fear. If God give me a spirit and my spirit is convicted, fear has nothing to do with my conviction. I die by it. And hung up my mama's face. I see the fear of white folks when they got blood leaking out their body and they dying. They ain't as bad. And nobody, you got to be willing to spill a white man's blood. Don't take no chances with what I tell a young nigga. My son done stab motherfuckers up and beat it. We were just talking about it. I teach him you don't play with white people, nigga. Kill him. Because they'll kill you and get away with it.
Who choose to monetize the death of a dead child or speak very derogatory of him or make memes and talk all over the internet about my son while I'm under a gag order and can't respond. It's like being tied to a chair and someone is slapping your face back and forth and you can do nothing about it but take it. Well, that day is ended. The muzzle's off. And all you people, I'm telling you up front right now, this is a warning. Karma's vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. I don't have to come after you. It's going to take care of itself. People are going to see you for who you really are now. And if we want to talk individuals, we can, because I couldn't speak about this in court. But I can speak freely now because the gag order is lifted. Tiffany Billions, Wackadoo, McAdoo, whatever her last name is, I'm not going to throw insults at you because I'm not going to lower myself to your level. But you're despicable. Drew Anthony, Kayla, you're cowards. You wouldn't even show up for your son's sentencing or victim statement impact. You abandoned your kid. You left him there. I guess he's no more use to you because you can't get any more GoFundMe money or Go Send Go money. You are grifters. You should be ashamed of yourself. You raised that child. And I swear to God, CPS for sure check on those other 3 that you still have. You never once admitted or took accountability. You tried to play victim. The real victim is the one who died, not the one who shoved a knife in his chest. I come to pray with you and show the world we can close the gap of this unbelievable racial divide. And what'd you do? You widen the gap even further. You hire a convicted baby shaking felon who's only in it for the money, who gives you bad advice, kicks me out of a press conference. Oh, funny. I was somewhere I wasn't supposed to be, but I left when asked. I didn't stab anyone. And then you proceeded to gaslight me with your convicted felon, quote, advocate, minister? Minister of what? Minister irrelevant? Minister of bull? How about minister fuck you? Y'all think I'm a saint? I'm no saint. I'm as human as you. I have emotions. Just because I'm a Christian doesn't mean I don't sin, because I don't walk on water and I don't turn into wine. And anybody else can, Step up. Don't become kicking rocks in my backyard. Look in your own. The display of adults on the internet. If your children saw how you acted, would you be proud? Or is that what you teach them? Do you teach them that racism is okay? Do you teach them? Do you inbred? Do you program your kids to hate, to kill? From day one, I said this was never about race. Please don't make it about race and don't politicize it. And what did you do? You chose both. The race card, black fatigue, it's real. I'm sorry. You have embarrassed your own culture and race. Don't get me wrong. We got white people that embarrass the shit out of me too. But you guys, you got a patent on that. And the only people that's going to change it are you. Don't blame the white person because we can't change it. But you're going to blame the white person for everything else. We're the bad ones. We're the one that held you down. Guess what? You can do everything in America that I can do. Tell me one thing you can't do that I can't do. We all have equal rights. What's it say? All men are created equal. The First Amendment protects free speech. I'm for it. Free speech doesn't guarantee you safety. Perfect example. Charlie Kirk, a man who I admired, looked up to. You know why? Because he could fight with words and logic. He didn't need fists, guns, or knives. No. He sat down and talked with you. How do you solve any situation when there's a problem? Communication. Charlie was an expert. That's one person I admit I would not want to debate. He was a walking chat GPT. But he held strong on his faith. He never wavered. His convictions were solid. He was a good man. Taken too soon also. Some people called him racist. Some people call me racist. Does it make me racist? No. My grandfather once told me, what other people think of you, son, is none of your business. I didn't quite understand it then, but I understand it now. The only person that judges me is God. And God sees all. Nowadays, so they don't teach it. They took God out of school. Look what happened. Do you think it's a coincidence that society started to decay even faster when we start removing things that are actually good foundations? God, family, friends, job. That's my pecking order. May not be for everybody's, but it's mine, and I own it. Now, some people will ask you, do you know Jeff Metcalf? Yeah. What do you think about him? He's an asshole. Or he's the greatest guy. He'll give you the shirt off his back. So they both can be right because I give what you get, or what you give, or to me, I'll give you back. So am I racist? Yeah, I'm racist against assholes. I don't like them. I could care less about the color of your skin. We all bleed the same color. The mental capacity of others sometimes astonishes me. At someone at a certain age, let's just say 40, 50, I would assume, and this is my fault for making assumptions, that you would have common sense, that you be intelligent. You could make a difference between right and wrong. Nah, ain't got nothing to do with age, ain't got nothing to do with color. It's up to you, who you want to be. You chart your course. Guess what? It's not going to go the way you think. Promise. If there's a person who exists on this entire planet who's never had a problem, one, in their life, please step up. I want to meet you because I want to know how you did that. It's not possible. Life is not easy. God doesn't say that. God says there's going to be trials and tribulations. God says there's going to be people out there who will deceive you. People out there, I mean, if we want to go back Old Testament, eye for an eye, Sodom and Gomorrah, turn to stone, man lays with a man, you die. I mean, this is all your personal choices. It's none of my business. I stay in my lane. Just don't come in my lane with your bullshit. I respect everyone until they disrespect me. I've been disrespected by so many people so many times while I've had to sit here and take it. I'm going to tell you right now, Charleston White, you think you're funny? We'll see who's laughing. Drew Anthony, you're a pussy and a coward, and you raised one. Kayla, you drunk. What'd you do to that boy to make him stab somebody? My God, what kind of mother are you? Hey, Kevin Hayes, you fucking liar. Day after it happened. How many lies did you sit and type up on your keyboard, you big keyboard warrior? You a big tough man. You still live in Baton Rouge? Remember you said you'd come to Frisco, buddy? You were supposed to find me. I told you we could sit down and talk. That's all you do. Talk, Mr. Squeaky Clean. You're the only one in your family without a record. I guess that's something to brag about in your culture. You people hang your hat on the dumbest I've ever seen. Let me make one up. Y'all can let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about watermelon felon? How's that one strike you? I hope he enjoyed his first night in that cell last night.
So as y'all seen and heard, man, Austin Metcalf father said some real disrespectful things towards him, his family, his father, his mother. And y'all know that black people not finna accept this. Like the watermelon joke, the joke about him spending his first night in prison is like, come on, man. Like, I understand, but at the end of the day, bro, at the same time, you know, it is what it is. Y'all got to put y'allself in his shoes. His son is gone unalive. He never coming back. And it's messed up on both sides, bro. You have a child that's not coming back. You have a child who finna spend years and decades in the prison system. It's a lose-lose for both families. Nobody won in this situation. But we're not gonna act like, it's not a difference between white and black when it comes to the justice system. When it comes to a fair shot, a fair chance, a trial, we're not gonna act like certain people don't get slaps on the wrist and certain people don't. It just is what it is, man. Um, do have things change? Yeah, things have changed. Could do black people get a better chance at life from then, yes, you can do and be what you want to be, just like the father said. But at the same time, it's still a limitation to how far you can go, you know, and it's bigger than race when it comes to that, you know. Um, you know, certain people who be in positions, the powers to be, you know, they not gonna let certain people get in a certain spot. You know, it's a limit. You know, it is what it is, and that go for people in general. You know, but anyway, man, you know, we seen Charleston White how he felt. He felt like the black people ruined this trial and made it a race thing. And I mean, it is what it is, but it was gonna be like that regardless. Like I said before, when it comes to black and white, you know, even if the roles were reversed, it still would have been made a racial thing. Now, I have got an update as well about the warden of the prison that Karmelo will be serving at, and comes to find out that I believe he is the cousin of um, the the Metcalfs. You know, so I don't know. That might play a big pivotal role in this case. Like, I know for sure it's gonna be some appeals being filed, if not filed already. And man, hey, uh, at this point, bro, like it's just beginning, man. We never know what's gonna happen. But whatever happened, man, I'm gonna definitely keep y'all up to date with this whole situation, cause this is crazy, man. I knew it was gonna get like this though, you know. And yeah, man, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all feel free to comment. Let me know y'all thoughts about this situation, the comments that were said in this video, and how you feel about this. Hey, y'all be safe, be blessed, man.